Now, a big thank you goes out to Smile Daydream for becoming a channel member. The Russian aviation industry has, since the latter stages of February this calendar year, been one that has presented many stories that I didn't think we would have necessarily ever expected to see. The situation, to say the least, is unprecedented. With all the conflict in Ukraine, the Russian aviation space has undoubtedly also taken a massive beating, and there's no other way to put it. I don't always cover this area, but today's coverage centers around a development that emerged around about a week ago and referred to the continued upkeeping of aircraft flying in the country. Of course, with Russia being sanctioned, maintaining a fleet of aircraft is challenging, especially with several aircraft types already being seized that were, say, on a lease. Or we have companies now refusing to return aircraft that are on a lease to the said lessor. That said, maintenance is required consistently to fly planes, and with very few leaving the country, it means that the aircraft are very much stuck in Russia. Without maintenance, you risk the lives of the crew and passengers on board every second the plane is in the air. Discussions have already progressed on stripping existing aircraft for parts to keep the ones still flying longer than initially expected. This was as per a report from Reuters and focused specifically on Aeroflot, who were reportedly already stripping their existing aircraft to maintain current ones, to prolong their life as long as possible. Now, the estimations on how long the life can be prolonged definitely vary, but of course stripping the parts may give them an extra couple of months or potentially a year. That being said, it wouldn't necessarily be a year of safe flying. However, at the moment, to solve the ongoing maintenance crisis that they're experiencing, according to Russia's Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade, pilots of regional Russian airlines will be given the following instruction: to work on their own aircraft and perform the maintenance. Typically on smaller aircraft, and I'm talking very, very small, it isn't uncommon for the pilots that own the said plane to perform small maintenance, especially if that's their passion and hobby. But when we start getting into the commercial side of things, there is a substantial reason why airlines do employ maintenance personnel, and in addition, why these employees have years of training before entering said role. It's a safety critical position, and the results can be catastrophic if you put someone who isn't even merely 100% qualified to be in that area. So you can imagine if you're putting a pilot who already has the pressures of flying a plane and then working on the maintenance and is not qualified, unless there are plans to train them. With that being the case, if there are plans to train said pilots, that's going to take time, and time is something Russia do not have. In the country, their options are quickly running out, and to maintain the fleet and continue to serve any demand that is there, and of course fly, they need to act accordingly, which in this case is to get pilots to perform maintenance on their aircraft. What is your take? Let me know down below in the comments. Obviously a very interesting space with a lot of stuff happening maybe many of us did not envisage. To Jam, Stefan, Neil, Don, Al-Walid, Jaden, Elliot, Will, Austin 9, Leslie, Daniel, and Got to Cast with B, thanks for being cabin crew members here on the channel and powering what I do on a daily basis for you all. Stay tuned for lots more content on the industry and a couple of very exciting announcements to come shortly. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.